Total comfort. What is it? And what does it take? What I'm referring to is not achieved with a pair of cozy slippers, a recliner, and a remote control. While you may be comfortable in the aforementioned situation, it alone is not what makes you totally comfortable. I've learned through countless hours of my study in the 25 years as a designer, installer, servicer, and instructor in the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning industry that total comfort is a combination of many different things that make up the environment around us, combined with our body itself. To achieve comfort or to be comfortable, a perfect balancing act must be performed by the following items: temperature, humidity, air distribution, cleanliness, and ventilation. However, to be totally comfortable, 2 more items must be added. Those items are sound and peace of mind. When all of these things are in harmony, we will be totally comfortable in the space around us. But if any of these things are out of balance, our level of comfort begins to decrease. What I want to do now is introduce you to the individual elements and equipment needed to make total comfort a reality, as well as explain the adverse effects that come from an HVAC system that can't deliver this total comfort. The first element of total comfort is temperature. What I'm referring to is the temperature of the conditioned space we're occupying: our home, office, places we shop, and even places we go for entertainment, such as theaters, libraries, and more. The Air Conditioning Contractors of America, which is the governing body that creates the standard HVAC designers and installers adhere to, have some general guidelines for what constitutes comfortable temperature. They are 75 degrees in the summer and 70 degrees in the winter. Now, as I say this, some people are thinking I would never be comfortable at those temperatures. And that's because our own metabolic rate greatly determines how comfortable we would be at these temperatures. But there are also a lot of other factors that affect our comfort that you may have never thought of before. For example, have you ever heard the weather reporter say, "It'll feel like blank temperature today"? What they're referring to is the effect humidity has on comfort. Humidity is the second element of total comfort, and it's water vapor trapped in the air around us. The higher humidity, the hotter it feels, as the heat trying to leave our body can't get very far because it's trapped between us and this wall of water vapor. For example, if it was 92 outside and the relative humidity was 55%, it would actually feel like 101. Are you feeling uncomfortable already? The third element of total comfort is air distribution, or in simpler terms, the speed and quantity of the air moving past us. As these two values change, our level of comfort also changes. So let me illustrate this with an example. I want you to place the palm of your hand in front of your mouth. Open your mouth real wide and exhale. So what does it feel like to you? You're probably thinking hot and humid. In fact, because our body's internal temperature is around 98.7 degrees, the air you just blew on your hand is right around that same temperature. Now, place the same palm in front of your mouth, but this time open it just a little and blow real hard. What does it feel like now? Much cooler, right? Well, it's not. The temperature is still 98.7 degrees, but the air is moving so fast it feels drafty, showing us that temperature and humidity alone don't make us totally comfortable. According to the American Lung Association, indoor air can even be more polluted than the outdoor air. This leads me to our fourth element of total comfort, and that's cleanliness. What cleanliness means is the cleaning of the air that our HVAC system is distributing throughout our home. Did you know that according to the American Academy of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology, Americans spend as much as $4.5 billion annually on medications and doctor visits to treat their allergies? A good quality filtration system can greatly reduce this cost. After all, with all the time we spend in our homes, if the air was cleaner, we could breathe a lot easier. The fifth element of total comfort, in my mind, is the most overlooked one. This element is ventilation. Ventilation is where we take a portion of the air that is inside the home and expel it to the outdoors, while at the same time bringing in fresh air into the home. Why would we need to do this? Well, in an effort to make our homes more energy efficient, we've sealed the homes up so no hot or cold air can sneak its way in. After all, if hot or cold air is brought into the house, we'd have to spend more money to heat or cool it again. However, by not bringing fresh air in, we're not pushing any of the polluted air out of our home. That means the dust, viruses, odors, and even chemicals that may be off-gassing from bottles and containers in our homes, they're staying there, and we're breathing them over and over. Have you ever had a situation where someone in the house brings home a cold, and then the rest of the family gets it? And just when everyone seems to be getting better, it rears its ugly head again? It could because the germs and viruses never left our home in the first place, because of a lack of ventilation. The sixth element of comfort, the sixth element of total comfort, is sound. Studies show that excess sound at the right volume and frequency can cause anxiety, stress, and really just drive you nuts. For example, have you ever been watching a program or listening to music only to have that moment interrupted because the furnace or air conditioner in the home has come on? So what would you do? You'd grab the remote, raise the volume, and then when the HVAC system shuts off, you have to quickly grab the remote and turn it back down. Well, with a high-quality system that's been installed properly, the issue of sound can be solved and your comfort level will increase. And finally, the seventh element of total comfort is peace of mind. Our minds are more relaxed when we're worry-free. Now, I will not claim that a great HVAC system will solve all of your problems, but the right system installed in your home, you'll never hear it, never feel drafty air blowing on you, you'll breathe easier, and every room you'll walk through will just feel right. And let's think about it. If you're not worrying or thinking about your HVAC system, you're going to have one less thing to worry about, and you're going to have peace of mind. When all of the items I spoke about are balanced properly, you will experience total comfort. What's interesting is that total comfort is the only thing we are measuring in its absence. In reality, people just want to be warm when it's cold and cool when it's hot. And if our home or office system meets those needs, well, our expectations will be met. But if the HVAC system exceeds all your expectations, you're going to have achieved total comfort.